Courtney Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor here to give you your December 2023 Denver real estate market update. As always, I want to remind you that we'll be looking at November numbers since I won't have December numbers until January. We're going to be talking about interest rates in a little bit, but I'm going to go through numbers first. But if you want to hear about interest rates, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We're going to get started though with average sales price. So the average sales price in the Denver area in the month of November finished out at $659,152. This was down 3.47% from the prior month. Now, this is somewhat typical. I know that seems like a lot, about 3.5% coming down in a month. Kind of typical this time of year, maybe just a little bit high, but nothing to sound off any alarm bells. It was up 0.4% from November of 2022. Now that is a little bit lower than we have seen recently. We've been seeing month over or year over year increases kind of in that 3 to 4% range. So that has tightened a bit. We're just up 0.4%. Now that average sales price number that I gave you did include both attached homes and detached homes. So I'm going to break that down just a little bit for you. The average sales price for a detached home in the Denver area came in at $738,986. And the average sales price for an attached home, that includes like condos and townhomes, that came in at $469,092. That takes us into inventory. At the end of November, there were 6,684 homes on the market. This was down 10.67% from the prior month. Makes sense, moving into the holiday season. It was up 6.89% from the prior year. Inventory is kind of a combination of listings, new listings against what's being sold, that kind sort of thing, right? Or at least the change in inventory is definitely related to that. We had, so we're going to talk about new listings. We had 2,717 new listings come on the market in November. And we had 2,664 homes that closed in the month of November. So as you can see there, we had more new listings come on the market than we had homes that closed. We were down in inventory, a little over 10%. So why is that? What was that drop in inventory, even though, we had a good amount of listings come on compared to sold homes? A lot of that is people decide to take their homes off the market during the holidays. Maybe their home's been on the market for a few months or even just a month and they're not seeing action, it's still sitting there. And either they don't want to drop the price and they want to come back out in the spring, or they just don't want to show their homes during the holiday season, want to take a little bit of a break. So that is very common at this time of year for home sellers to take their homes off the market and relist in the spring. So probably in the spring, not only will we have more homes coming on the market, like new listings that have never been on the market in recent history, but we'll also be seeing some of those homes that have been withdrawn off the market temporarily coming back on the market. So inventory is low. But in the spring, I expect to see lots more houses popping up. Of course, I will also see more people buying. A lot of people don't have any interest in buying a home during the holiday season. So we'll see a pickup in the spring, especially with potential interest rates dropping. Getting there in just a second. All right, but before I talk about that, days on the market, average days on the market is 38 days. So if you are planning to sell your home, be sure to plan accordingly. There are still homes that go under contract within a week. And actually I had 2 listings this month and both of them that happened with. So, which is an indication that those homes are priced right. When you price your home right, since we do still have low inventory, if you're priced right, you should sell fairly quickly. Exception could be if you're in the luxury market, which usually takes a little bit longer to sell just because there's less buyers, but do plan accordingly that homes aren't necessarily flying off the market like they once were, which you probably already knew. All right, interest rates, let's get into that. So you probably already heard, but if you didn't, the Federal Reserve met last week, which I believe that was on December 13th. And they made no changes to the interest rate. Now, with that news, mortgage rates did take a dip. That is just music to my ears and probably your ears as well. Both good for buyers and sellers because things pick up a little bit. But interest rates did drop below 7, at the average rate, I should say, among mortgages, dropped below 7% for the first time since August of this year. It kind of peaked up there in October, about 8%. So yeah, we did see some much needed drop in interest rate, in the mortgage rate. So, you know, is that going to continue? Is it not going to continue? You know, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. No one has a crystal ball, but the buzz on the street among experts and people on Wall Street and the way the market reacted, and a lot of people are thinking that we may be in for some nice interest rate drops into 2024. Once again, like I said, good for buyers, good for sellers, good for all of us. And you know, we're going into an election year, yay, which often means that rates drops during an election year. You know, the current administration always likes to have the economy buzzing, people happy, so it's often the case that interest rates go down anyway during an election year. And the Federal Reserve has, you know, like I said, didn't make any changes this time. Interest rates didn't go up, and so we'll see. But yeah, that's been speculation by a lot of people that we will see those drops in 2024, and buyers will be getting out there and looking at houses. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you this December. Again, my name's Courtney Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor. If you're planning to buy or sell a home in the Denver area, give me a call. I'd love to chat with you, see if we're a good fit to work together. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of my market updates, educational videos, or home tours around the Denver area. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or Jolly Kwanzaa. I'm not sure what's the right. Happy holidays. How about that? All right, I'll bring you another market update next year.